Welcome back to Python programming. In our last program, as you can see on the screen, we had an example of a variable, which is, like I said in the last video, is like a bag which holds information. And let me review here. Basically, what we have here is a program that gets information from the outside world, and then the computer displays that information from the outside world. Getting information from the outside world, we use the command input. And to make the computer display that information from the outside world, we use the print command, which displays it on the screen. So as a recap, this program will ask you a question: what is your name? And it's an input because it's grabbing it from the outside world. All of this is inside name, which is think of it, it's a variable, but think of it like a bag, like a trash bag, which holds all this information. And then the computer will display, using print, it will display hello, and then we put a space, and then you can use this, which adds the name bag to it. So let's run this as a review. Basically, remember how to run it. You use run module, and it's going to ask if I want to save it, which is okay. So right here, it is going to ask, what is your name? So I type Ed, and I hit enter, and it displays hello Ed. Now, let's do some different code, and let's pretend we want to enter numbers. Okay, so what we will do is we will change this. It's going to look almost similar to this. We have name, and then we have the input. Okay, what we are going to do, just for comparison, let me add something extra. To put text inside, or some let's say comments about what things are and what things do, you use the pound sign. And basically with the pound sign, you can put something like this is a program to enter in a name. Okay, this will not get executed. Okay, matter of fact, we could put a space here so you can read it. This will not get executed. Let's test this. So let's go to run, and then we'll run the module. Okay, and we're going to save it. Okay, so I'm going to put my name. We're over here. I'm going to put my name again, and we hit enter. As you can see, nothing changed. It's exactly the same. So this is a way of putting, we call it comments. I use it, documentation, comments. You can actually identify what all these do. So like a word processor, which everybody's familiar with using, you can put the cursor here, hit enter, and then we'll put something here. We'll put name variable. We can put, this is the name variable. Okay. And then at this line, we can put another comment. What do you use for comment? Very good, the number sign. Okay, we can put this here, and we can put the number sign, and we can put this is the output. Okay, and then I'm going to delete this. Okay, I'm going to delete that. And let's run this. Okay, these will not do anything on there. They're just for the human to look at it, as I call it. Okay, so let's do run. We'll run the module. Okay, I'm going to save it because I did some changes. Okay, so I run it, and I'm going to do, I'll put Joe. Okay, there, hello Joe. As you notice, it didn't change anything. Now here's a little trick you can do. when you're programming, so you can keep an idea of a layout, as I call it, or a pattern to how things are done. If you put we call this commenting out. If you put this as a comment now and put this as a comment now, none of this will actually get executed. Actually, none of this will run. None of it will actually do anything. So let's see what it does. Let's do run module. It's going to ask if I want to save it. And it does nothing. It just went back to there. Okay? Good. So I wanted to leave this on the screen for a reason, so you can see patterns. Programming is based on a lot of patterns. And if you can see this pattern, you'll get the idea. That's why I'm going to leave it up there. So let's go back to our name, not the name, a number. We're going to input a number. This one, we're going to input an age. So the same idea, you'll see a pattern here. Age is equal to, okay, we're going to do the same thing. Same pattern as this. We're going to input, this is inputting a name. This one will input an age. So you can say input. Notice the pattern, okay. Quote, okay, remember that's a single, just like the other one. How old are you? Okay, and guess what? We do the same. What do we put after the question mark to make it a lot easier to enter? Good, a space. So we put a space, quote, and then we close it with another parentheses. Okay, we hit enter. Okay, now, so this is the same pattern. Notice we're inputting this, how old are you, into the age bag or the variable. I like calling it a bag. It's easier to understand. Okay, so now let's make it display this. What do you use to make it display? Good, print. Same idea which is on here. So we can use print, open a parentheses, single quote, I am, let's see, we can say my age is, put a space to make it easy to read. Now guess what? We use the same pattern as this. Plus means we're adding it to this, okay? So my age is, and then it will stamp whatever's on there next to there. Now being that this is a number, okay, we're going to put a number in there, okay? What you want to do is we want to put str, which stands for string, age. Okay, there. And then we close it with another parentheses. So you could say this is the outside parentheses, and these are the inside parentheses. So this tells it you want to display this. It's called a string, which is a string of characters. Think of it like that. Now there's one thing that you want to do. Okay, let's try this program. Okay. We'll run this. We'll run the module. Okay, let's run it. We save it. Okay. How old are you? Okay, so let's put 22. Okay, and then let's hit enter. There. My age is 22. Good. So it worked the same idea as the name idea. Now, let's say you want to enter in, let's do an experiment, okay? How old are you? Okay, let's add 10 for every age they put in. Okay, let's add 10 to any age they put in. Okay, so what we're going to tell the computer is that for the age bag, we're going to add 10 to that. Okay, so we're going to make another bag called age 10, okay, and we're going to say that bag is equal to, now here's the interesting part, we're going to say int age, which stands for integer, okay. Integer is basically numbers without decimals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's basically a number without a decimal after it. That's a simple explanation of what an integer is. So we want to, whatever they put in, let's say it's 10. So this is now telling it, the computer, that you are putting in a number, a regular number. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to add 10 to it. Okay, so we add 10 to that. Okay, so then this information here is now in age 10. So whatever age you're doing, whatever age is put in as age, and it's telling the computer this is now a number. Okay, we will go through different types of numbers. There's different types. Integer is, think of it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's float and all different ones which have decimals on them. Okay, but this is we're going to put a regular number in. Okay, so it's telling us that this is a number, and we're going to add 10 to that number. Okay, so to display this one, we're going to need to change something here, because this one is only displaying the age. We want it to display what the age is plus 10. So let's put age 10. That is the new variable or bag, so to speak, the container. Okay, that's another word for it. We want it to display this container. So let's go through this. Let's say we enter 1. Okay, how old are you? 1. So 1 now goes in the age container. And then the next line, these go in order, by the way. Okay, the next line, it's going to say, oh, 1 is an integer or a number. So 1 plus 10 is 11. So it's going to put 11 in here, in this container. Okay, so now it will print my age is, and it will print whatever's in this container. In our example, that will be 11. So let's try this. You'll understand it as you run it, and then you can play with it and see what it does. So let's run it. It's going to tell me to save it. Okay, so we'll save it. Okay, now it's asking how old are you? Okay, we'll move this over here. So let's put in 1, okay, as our example. You hit enter, and look at that. My age is 11. Now the neat thing about computers, they handle numbers like crazy. You can have massive calculations, and it does it faster than your eye can blink. It is very amazing what these can do. Now let's add your age, what it will be, 100. Let's add 100 to whatever your age is. So if you enter, whatever you enter here, if we say 10, that goes into age, and then it's going to say that's a number. So it'll say 10, which you put in, let's say we put 10, plus 100, over here we'll say 110. So my age is 110. Let's try that. Okay, it's going to ask if I can save it. How old are you? So let's put 10. Now remember, it's going to add 100 to that. 110. See? So that is a good example of how you can work with numbers. And it's also giving you an idea of how you can make a question, pose a question to the outside world. How old are you? We're going to do another program with basic coin counting. You can have your computer count your coins for you. It's a very fun little exercise and actually very useful. I transferred the code to my phone and I use it to count coins. It's a very fun exercise in Python programming. I will get that to you next. Take care. Remember, definitely click the subscribe button to keep up to date on some Python programming, some really, really fun Python programming. The next one is coming up really soon. And definitely click the like button if you really enjoyed this. And remember, definitely have fun with Python. Keep experimenting with this. And remember, keep learning.